Hello and welcome friends in today's video, and today we're going to talk about the word success. Almost each one of us have been talking about this word. We've been discussing a lot of things on success and how to achieve it. Today I'm going to tell you what are the core ingredients to succeed in life and succeed in any kind of field that we are into. You must have read a lot on 4 P's of marketing and 7 P's of marketing and so on. Success has 4 E's of marketing. Now these 4 E's are: the first E is energy, the second is energize, the third is empathy, and the fourth is edge. Now let's talk about these in some details. What is energy? So energy, when I say, I mean it's not like doing push-ups and getting energy, having some energy drink to get that. No. So energy is something that comes within yourself, your mind. Your mind is a vast field of energy. It is a miracle that this energy is available for us all the time. Through awareness, we are at the doorstep of our minds from the moment we wake up till we fall asleep again. We forget that mind and awareness are two different things. And awareness is what gives us the power to enter and interact with thoughts, with thought forms in our mind. When we can access this mental energy, when it is still in a nascent or a wave shape, and we can transform it into a thought form with the awareness that we have, our mind becomes a very potent tool. Through the power of awareness, we can modify and change the field of energy that comprises in our mind. It is like positive thinking, except that it is more comprehensive. Positive thinking that we imbibe from various sources at times tend to sublime. I mean, it's very difficult for us to hold upon those positive thoughts and to keep acting upon it. So the best that we can do is create more energy and team it up with the mind that we have to create more energy within ourselves. So the more awareness, more energy you have. The second word, energize. So when you're working in teams, when you're working at your workplace, maybe when you are at your home with your people, your relatives, energize is another aspect in life that requires not only success in your corporate world but success in your relationships also. So once you are energized, when you are aware, you need to transmit that awareness to the other person, energize the other person. Now how do we do it? A couple of simple steps I'll tell you. Develop the attitude of gratitude. A research shows that simple act of expression of gratitude can literally change the way we feel. In a different study, participants were made to spend 10 weeks writing just few sentences about what they were grateful about in their lives, and this made them experience greater optimism, that made them have more sound sleep and develop healthier behaviors like exercise. Now, having meaningful feedback is another way. Make a point to share in just-in-time feedbacks actively with your subordinates, with your relatives, and involve them in the growth process. Most of the time, I mean, we are more into how to fix it, when to fix it, rather than we would need to augment our feedbacks with questions like, what is the best way to handle this? How do you think this can be done differently? So when you can shrink your own voice, you can actually sharpen the vision of your subordinate or the vision of the other party that you are imparting that feedback to, right? Next, we can create challenging points. What are these challenging points? I mean, it can be created for us or for our subordinates or for our friends even. So challenging points are those points which sits just beyond our last or our current performance, but those are well within our reach. Now, this makes us strive more. This makes us strive better, and definitely the outcomes are gonna be good. Along with it, draw your team's creativity. You know, so we may often need to resort to brainstorming. A lot of research have shown, people tend to develop very fewer ideas when they work alone, and this number of ideas actually goes many folds when a group of people is working. So there are a couple of techniques like brain mapping techniques. They work on the 6-3-5 principle, like 6 people in a group, and they create 3 ideas in 5 minutes. They're made to practice that, and you see, you've got 30 ideas in 3 minutes. So that's how brain mapping works, and which actually pulls out the best creativity from you, from your team. The third word is empathy. Friends, empathy is like a universal solvent. Any problem immersed in empathy becomes soluble. In its simplest form, empathy is the ability to recognize emotions in others and to understand other people's perspectives of a situation. At its most developed form, empathy enables you to use that insight to improve someone else's mood or situation and support them through those tough and challenging times. So empathy is often confused with sympathy, friends, but they're not the same thing. Sympathy is a feeling of concern that someone, a feeling of concern over someone, that particular someone could have been in a better place, he could have been happier. However, empathy is completely different. So unlike empathy, sympathy doesn't involve in the shared perspective, in the shared emotions, right? Understanding other people's emotions is a key skill. I would say a key interpersonal skill at your workplace. It can enable us to resolve conflicts, to build more productive teams, and to improve our relationships with co-workers, with our clients, with our customers. But while most of us are confident about learning new technical skills, we've been honing up our technical skills to work better. But at times we may feel ill-equipped to develop our own interpersonal skills, and hence developing this skill of empathy is gonna help you reach that success. The fourth word is edge. You must have heard having a competitive edge. So in order to succeed, you definitely need to have some kind of edge over others. Now, what's that edge? Develop your skills. So when you're working, you're a house of multiple potential skills, and the job role that you're actually working upon, the project you're working upon might require a couple of skill sets. So in order to have an edge and succeed, you must develop more skill sets. Invest in yourself, invest time in yourself. When you invest time in yourself, you invest in creating more awareness for yourself. And when you create more awareness for yourself, your mind starts emitting more energy. And then the circle begins. Energy, energize, empathize, and have that edge. You might consider joining some professional associations also, which actually pulls out the best out of you. You would want to volunteer to some groups to talk about or to talk on various topics. This will bring the best thought processes, the best awareness out of you, and spread to others. And lastly, hone up your leadership skills. Leadership skill is another vast topic that I'm not going to talk about it today. I'll be having a different video onto this, and hence these are the 4 ingredients that I've spoken to you today. To reiterate: energy, energize, empathize, and have that edge. So these are the 4 core ingredients, my dear friends, which will surely lead you to success. Rather, it would also make you more gritty, more resilient to achieve that success. Hope you would have liked today's video and the topics that I've covered. I would request you all to share as much as possible to others, so as many more can get benefited out of it. Remember, I said, when you have that awareness and that energy, energize the other person. So start sharing it. Thank you so much.